Welcome back. We are playing BattleTech. Today we are going to focus on priority missions. So this is your warning. If you want to save or do not want to encounter spoilers, please stop watching. Now we have it. We are working on priority mission. We took it. It is Defense Panzyr or Panzer. I'm just going to call it Panzyr because it sounds cooler. And so we're about to launch this contract. It is a 3-skull mission. We have run a lot of procedural missions. I lost count. I think somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 to 60. I'm not exaggerating. Maybe even more. In doing that, we have a very nice selection of assaults to choose from, including my favorite, our tank King Crab, and a few Highlanders, and awesome. The one mech that we do not have is an Atlas. I have not encountered an Atlas that we could effectively or eventually salvage. So I am hoping that as we progress the priority mission campaign, or the primary campaign, we will encounter them. So let's start. We are going to take on priority mission Defense Panzyr for the Arana restoration. Under Ostergaard's orders, the Taurians are attacking our famine relief effort on Panzyr. That's just mean, guys. If they succeed, mass starvation will follow. They're trying to bait me into redirecting the main army and taking the field myself, but I can't let them do that. If our people are to survive, you will have to save them. We had to deal with hunger back home in Nassau Heights. Stealing food from starving people is low, even for a monster like Ostergaard. Okay, so they're attacking the relief effort. Do we have any indication of what we want to bring? So this is our tank mech, King Crab. He's really designed for melee. This King Crab is designed for damage output. The Highlander, so this is our ranged Highlander. I think what I'm going to do here is I definitely want to bring our Lost Tech Highlander, because he outputs, look at that, he's extremely heat efficient and his firepower is maxed out. If we bring either of these other Highlanders, they're not nearly as heat efficient. Which one did I... as the 732 Lost Tech one, and that's because he has specialized heat sinks. -6. When we deploy with him, we keep him safe. We keep him in the back sniping. The other question is, do I want ranged, or do I want more damage? So this one has more firepower and more movement. Less firepower, but more armor. If you look at the range, we have extreme range. These guys have very minimal range and movement. Again, this is our tank. I think, and Banshee doesn't have any range. I think I'm gonna go with 2 close range and 2 long range mechs. And this way, if we have to shoot things from far away, we can do that. And then when they get close, we can do that too. Now, the one thing I'm going to do here is generate Evasive Charge. I think I want to bring in Glitch, because then we have 2 high-spirited individuals, so we can use more of our precision strikes, and if we need to, we can vigilance. And there are close range mechs. I think that's a good deal. These guys are long range. They're going to be hiding behind these 2. Now the only question I have is firepower. Could we bring somebody with range that has more firepower? It looks like this guy has more firepower and is more heat efficient. Large laser. Medium laser. Trying to find one with more movement. You know, I think I actually want to bring this guy. He does a little more damage. He's still a sniper. 2 large lasers, 2 LRM-15s, lots of pluses, and that's just for stability damage. So if we encounter assaults, really if we can encounter anything, we have a little more knockover power. The dual PPCs and LRM-10s are good too. It just runs so hot. We want to be heat efficient so we can keep firing as many weapons, outputting as much damage consistently over time. This is a self-imposed Iron Man mode, so we live with what we get, and this is very difficult because I would say that these priority missions, they force you to spread out your troops, and especially in the last one, when we were defending, I think it was Smithen, you had to divide up in different directions. So it's not like our normal procedural mission where I like to keep a tight formation, focus fire down enemy mechs. This really stretches us across the map. So 2 objectives: protect the spaceport command center from the Taurian advance and prevent the Taurians from seizing restoration dropships. Here we go, guys.
Initiated.
Panzyr is in desperate shape, Commander. Famine is a fact of life here, and the Taurians have targeted the spaceport we've been using to deliver emergency supplies. That's not very nice. As we speak, the Taurians have several waves of APCs, complete with battle mech escorts en route to the spaceport command center. If they succeed in taking it, they'll lock down our supply ships and the people of Panzyr will starve. The spaceport's turrets are down, and House Decimus is in no position to repel an attack of this magnitude. It's on us to stop them. We will defend the spaceport against the Taurians and prevent their troop transports from reaching the command center. They're likely to send a detachment of our wounded as well. Sorry, this is Lieutenant Karen Andrus. They're likely to send a detachment for our wounded as well, Commander. If you can spare a mech or 2, please consider sending them to protect our barracks. We've suffered too many casualties to defend ourselves. So we're probably going to want to send someone up there. The Taurians have been hitting us hard, Commander Coast. The second is nearly gone, but I do still have a few non-combatant personnel left under my command. We'll do what we can to defend the restoration. If you can stop all of the Taurian APCs from reaching the command center, my people will get the spaceport's turrets up and running for you. I'm afraid we won't be able to make a move if any of them get through. I just don't have the numbers to go up against Taurian Marines in a ground fight. Best of luck, Commander. Alright, so this is really cool because
You're the only one who can.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, okay. Immediate enemies coming in. Alright, so let's take a look at the map. If I'm not mistaken, guys...
I've got something.
Oh, they're still moving. Is it our turn? Maybe. Alright, finally. We fought on this map. We came down, we secured the turrets, and then we came and blew this up so they couldn't drop additional, drop additional support craft. So this is the same map, but now it's kind of roles reversed. How cool is that? Got some dropships. Now, if we look at this, we can't let any APCs get into here. I think, where are they coming from? They're coming from on top of the dropship. So they're coming from over here. But the question is, will any of them sneak up here, or over here, or over there? That we can't say. We do know we have enemies over here. One thing we want to do, I thought he said defend the barracks, which I thought was up here. But there's nothing. Well, there's a guy here. We'll send one over there, like get them going just in case, but I think the majority of our guys are going to stay pretty close to this. We don't want to spread them out too much because I am worried that they're going to sneak one back here, so we want to be able to run and just blow them up. Now, some of these APCs or vehicles can have a lot of armor, but we are rocking with a fair amount of alpha. So I think we should hopefully be in good shape. What I'm going to actually do here is I'm going to reserve because those APCs scare me. Yep, they're coming in from the side. I'm glad that I reserved. So we have one coming in from here. I bet there's going to be something over here. Two coming in from the left. So that's 1, 2. Or 4 more we have to find. Alright, we definitely made the right decision to reserve. And one over here. So we see 3 of them. And I think those are going to be the priority targets. 2 over here. Okay. These are 50-tonners. Interesting. What's the range? Okay, so... Well, what's his current range? So... None here. So we have 2 to the left. 2 to the right. Glitch. Big money glitch. Yeah. I should have checked what mech that was, guys. It's only a 25-ton, but if that was an assault, that would have been potentially devastating move because he could have gotten to our side. Now, I kind of want to know 118. Is it worth 2? I think it is. We just want to get these. Oh, jeez, we missed. That was a costly miss. Glitch, you have your sharpshooter. We can't have you missing. Absolutely can't have you missing.
Yes, Commander.
Well, so do we think we're gonna come over here? We're coming over here. So let's do. We're gonna move Mockingbird in sight. And what we're gonna do with her is we're facing the front. I sincerely hope this blows him up. Okay, 1 down. So I think we have the right flank covered between those two. The question really becomes so, can we move Riptide? This guy has... I don't have multi-shot on him, which... A lot of these missions I feel like we need multi-shot. So we need to do 108. This is 90. but some of them might not hit. Oh, yeah. 2 down.
That's one less vehicle.
4 to go.
Ready for orders. Engaging.
Let's see what this reveals.
I copy.
I mean, we're not going to kill him. The armor's too much, and this is a tank. It's armored, not. The Taurians have just dropped a transfer full of commandos. If they make it to our barracks, our injured soldiers are good as dead. Please, commander, stop them if you can. So is it just one vehicle over there? We will sprint our tank up this way. Okay. Somehow managed to miss completely, which is good because our back's turned. Oh, another mech. Got a commando. And something with a PPC. I bet they have an assault or two back there, so I'm wondering if that's what it is, or if they just have a bunch of lights. I think, whoa, 55 tonner. I'm glad we're sending the tank that way. We're gonna try to run Medusa up there and keep our guys safe. 50 tonner. So there's a lot of.
Yikes! That hit hard.
Yes, that did hit
Standing
hard.
by.
Yeah. Here we go.
Alright, I'm trying to take out the APCs as quick as I can. I hate to spend all this, but we just are trying to secure the kill. Yeah, that was more than we needed. I wanted to get him off the board. So the reason I want to take out these 6 APCs is it was implied that once I do, they can get the turrets back up. And if you look at the initiative phase, okay, so it came in close. An enemy transport is closing the command center. Stop it before it delivers its troops. Yes, we will do that to the best of our ability.
Commander?
We're gonna reserve. So right here, you guys can see. I'll try to put it against a dark background. But look at all these things. I'm assuming that this is probably us, the king crabs. But these are all the turrets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So because of that, I am prioritizing.
Standing by.
I am prioritizing killing the APCs. I'm gonna just step on this guy.
Ha!
Okay, so they have 2. We're gonna move Mockingbird into the base to make sure they can't come around behind us.
Waiting for orders.
So we're gonna vigilance. And we are presenting ourselves. We want to destroy all the attackers. Okay, 35 to us. That must be a Panther, I'm assuming. So we need to do 190 damage. Oh, we can't. We're not in range of our. In that case, we're not gonna do a called shot.
Right, Commander.
I don't think we see any other APCs, at least not that I've noticed.
Aye, aye.
You know what, guys? No.
Lifting off.
I'm jumping, and I am... that's not enough damage to make it worth it. We're gonna jump our way up here and try to like shoot and brace while we go. I'm a little nervous now.
They're getting the angle on me.
He's all armor.
Damage minimal.
This is gonna be very difficult for us. We are gonna do something crazy here, guys. You might have to. We'll see if it's a worthwhile risk or not. It might not be. So we put Glitch out front to kind of tank damage. King Crab melee, they can take a hit. And my hope is when she gets close enough, these dual AC-20s will one-shot, or together one-shot, some of these guys. Ow. So she can take a hit, but that's a lot of hits. The Taurians are closing in on that barracks. If they take it, our wounded soldiers will be slaughtered. I understand that. I don't think I can get there in time, probably. A Griffin.
Is that all you've got?
Commander?
You guys see any more APCs? I feel like they're gonna come in
Waiting for
Yes.
orders.
as soon as
Good to
we...
go.
So we're gonna vigilance, so it doesn't really matter.
Right,
We're gonna
Commander.
move up. Alright.
Right,
See how this
Commander.
works. Ah, I was hoping it would one-shot. No, another miss! Come on, Glitch. You're literally a sharpshooter. Your entire job is to hit things.
Commander?
That is exactly what we designed you for. Your sole purpose. We are putting Mockingbird in potential danger. I thought it was a direct line of sight. But I guess it's just the missiles.
yours.
Alright. Blow something up.
What do you need? Roger.
Alright.
Copy that.
Took out the Jenner. It was behind us. We're trying to move
I hope we can
Medusa up to
salvage that.
save people, but I don't know if...
Orders.
Okay, so we can jump. You know what?
Death from above.
Fuck it. So we just
Hell yeah.
destroyed the head.
Hostile eliminated.
I'm hoping. Let's see how much damage it did to our legs. I'm picking up another transport commander. Destroy it. So I knew it. I knew. Alright.
Keep pushing them back. Show the Taurians that we will never stop fighting.
So these are the other two. I knew as soon as we went out this way they'd come from behind, and they did. These two guys are a pain, so what we need to do here, and yeah, take it like a champ glitch. That's
Armor's holding.
what your job is. Unfortunately, you missed twice.
Since
It's too late, Commander. The barracks have been overrun right now. We're right now. They're executing our enlisted troops and taking our officers for interrogation. I'm not sure which group has it worse. Thank you for trying to save them. I know you did everything you could. I mean, I tried to get up there, guys. I failed, I guess. Oh, jeez. He's gonna knock us down. Ow. I'm actually...
took a hard hit there.
Okay. Now this is dangerous because we are gonna have to expose our back to all four mechs on the field,
Holding.
and that's hard. I don't know how we would have saved them. I guess we needed a lighter mech to run up there.
Commander.
All right,
Jumping.
Riptide's coming over here. We're setting everything we have because we don't want to risk not blowing them up. Ooh, I think I wanted to hit this guy. That looks like an SRM carrier.
Vehicle. Eliminate.
I did not look, guys. I just randomly picked.
Waiting for orders.
No, Mockingbird.
Acknowledge.
These large lasers are running hot.
Gotcha.
Ooh, 45. I just wanted to knock him down.
Waiting for orders. On my way.
We will vigilance her. riding that
Firing
heat
on
line.
target.
Ah. Another miss. Alright.
Try an egg in here.
I know. Yeah, that's why I wanted to. Should have shot that guy first. Look at that. Ridiculous.
I'm hit.
Riptide has a pilot injury.
Location.
I'm pissed we couldn't save the guys in the barracks, but we just didn't.
What do you need?
You know, we didn't really know. Just in case. Now we're gonna whack this guy.
Targeting for physical attack.
I'm seeing another drop of a Taurian APC on radar.
Those transports cannot be allowed to take this spaceport.
I'm very
Whatever it takes, we must push them back.
infinite. Oh jeez. Alright, let's see.
Commander.
Riptide. Okay, we're going to jump you.
Engaging jump jet.
Oops, we did not need to do all, but so that's
Vehicle trash.
6, right? What? That is some guys. So those two together were one of them was just a SRM carrier, and one of them's an actual transport. I got it. It's like the escort.
Commander. Oh,
I got it.
Standing by.
I thought they were both thought they were both APCs. So
Copy that, Commander.
it's probably a horrible idea, but I'm just trying to take them off the board, which we successfully do.
Mech destroyed.
So we're taking a lot of damage, and I should have vigilance her first. That was a mistake. I had meant to, but I did not. Look at this guy. What is this guy doing? Just gonna roll up right next to me.
Commander?
Alright, you're running hot.
Got it.
She is vigilance. Alright, we got all 6. He lost the barracks, unfortunately. But we did what we could. He's running away.
receiving you. On my way.
He is guarded, so we're not
All weapons.
gonna do that much damage.
Solid connection on that one.
I'll keep him hot, so if he fires, he takes internal damage. Shrek PPC carrier. Oof.
Okay, that was bad.
All Taurian APCs are down, Commander. Hold tight. We're bringing the turrets online now. Nice. Although I I guess I could have run up there faster and taken more damage. I didn't have a good sense for when, how, uh-oh. Okay.
Orders.
Head destroyed. Just stomped him in his head. That was cool.
One less target.
Alright, so if you guys are playing through, I'd recommend bringing a Grasshopper or Black Knight that's more mobile and still does a lot of damage, and just running them up here to save the barracks. We're not going to reload because we're playing Iron Man mode, self-imposed Iron Man mode, as I've mentioned. Something to just think about. Can't win them all.
Roger that.
There you go.
Yes, Commander. Jumping.
Even our LRMs are too far away, looks like.
Commander? Ten-4.
Oops. We don't want to blow up the building.
Copy that,
It's our
Commander.
base. Alright.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle removed.
You've done it, Commander. You've driven them off, and you've saved all of our lives. I'll see to it that this food gets distributed to the people who need it. See that you do, Lieutenant. You should know, I can't promise they won't be back. Desperate times are nothing new for us, Lady Arano. Things have been grim since your uncle's coup, and we've made it this far. As long as you keep the supply shipments coming in, we'll find a way to hold out. You'll have our support for as long as I can provide it. That's a promise. Interesting mission, guys. Again, these missions, they really force you to divide your forces. The one thing we've learned in this mission is that it's not all about firepower. Bringing 4 assaults really hurt us because we couldn't get to the, we failed in saving the barracks, which is unfortunate because we would have liked to do that. Wow, just one pilot injury. That, I mean, they were lights versus our assault, so I guess that's not too surprising. But good to know. And I would rather get like some plus weaponry. We have 1 or 2 machine guns. 10 damage, that's nice. We will either salvage or we will a lot of ammo. Probably gonna sell the Griffin. Let's see what the debrief has to say if we regroup on our strategy. Message in orbit Itram. Didn't we just travel to Panzyr? Lady Orano, I'm looking at a coded message from Lady Centrella. She's reporting increased fleet movement around New Vandenberg. A half a dozen Concord Navy ships, complete with fighter support. Her agents say that they're headed our way. The situation is growing untenable. Even if we win every battle, attrition will inevitably take its toll. They'll grind us down to nothing. Have things really gotten that bad? If Lord Madeira does his job right, it won't be a problem for much longer. I know, Shadowcoast, I know. But while we wait, people are dying. I just had to choose what to spend our dwindling resources on. Emergency relief for a half dozen marginal colonies the Taurians have hit, or fuel for our dropship fleet. I chose the fuel. If we can't move our troops, we can't keep fighting, and everything we've built falls apart. It sounds like you did what you had to do. That didn't make it any easier. In about 3 weeks, the casualty reports will start hitting my desk. I intend to study them, every line, every detail. The Sword of the Restoration, have just consigned those people to a gruesome fate. The least I can do is remember their names. My ancestors came from a place where life was even more tenuous than it is here in the Reach. You can't stop people from dying, Lady Orano. I know, Shadowcoast. Believe me, I know. But I can keep myself from becoming jaded. I can remember the people whose lives were cut short, however much it hurts to do so. I can prevent myself from normalizing their death. Your pardon, Lady Orano, but we've got an encoded HPG transmission coming in. The point of origin is Guldra. I'm putting it on screen now. So that's a hyperpulse generator, which allows, it's basically like the cell phone network of the future. Since it can cover great distances and send information faster than the speed of light. Kamea, I've got it. My family's insurance policy. I can't open the files from here, but considering the level of security they were hidden behind, there must be something here worth protecting. I'll be damned, something went right for a change. And now for the bad news. The Directorate is on my trail and they're gaining. I'm still a couple steps ahead of them for now, but I need evac as soon as you can provide it. My subdermal transponder is active and broadcasting on restoration frequencies. Nothing can ever be easy, can it? I mean, not even once. I'll do my best to stay alive and on the run until you get here. Whatever happens, I won't let them get their hands on these files. They're the only things that matter now. I need to move. Madeira out. His image flickers and dies as the message comes to an end. Commander, set a course for Guldra. I'll be waiting for you there with my battle mech at the ready. We're going to get Alexander back and recover the evidence he gathered. We have to. The future of the restoration depends on it. Lady Orano's contract to recover Lord Madeira and the evidence he gathered is ready for review in the command center. We should follow up when we think we're ready. So we will do that. Griffin, we're going to probably sell. Thank you all for joining. This was Defense Panzyr. A few learnings before you go. Make sure you bring at least one highly mobile mech. Don't deploy with all assaults if you want to save the barracks up there, and I think you get a little more cash at the end. Thank you all for watching. If you found this helpful and enjoyed it, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Have a good one.